News 9 starts now.
A convicted biker gang member involved in a deadly shootout at a Metro bar 2 years ago finds himself back in court. Thanks for joining us. I'm Amanda Taylor.
And I'm Carl Torp. He was convicted for his role in the shooting at the Whiskey Barrel Saloon that killed 3 people, but originally avoided a prison sentence.
News 9's Jennifer Pierce joins us live in studio with why he could be going to prison this time around.
Amanda, Tyler Myers pled guilty to manslaughter and other crimes related to the biker gang shootout. Now, he was given a 30-year suspended sentence instead of prison time. But prosecutors say Myers violated his probation 4 times. They went to court today to revoke his suspended sentence. Tyler Myers admitted to violating his probation in court Tuesday. He blew a kiss to a woman in the courtroom before being escorted back to jail, leaving his future up to a judge.
If you violate the law while you're out on a deferred or suspended, you can be revoked. Or your sentence accelerated and you go into DOC custody.
Oklahoma County prosecutors allege that while on probation, Myers was seen at a clubhouse where motorcycle gang members are known to visit and was wearing Homiedos clothing, a known biker gang. Months later, he was stopped in Houston, Texas for a traffic violation with other motorcycle gang members. Court documents say Myers was in OKC at a bar for a Homiedos sponsored event. The 4th offense was not registering with the state as a violent offender.
It's a felony. I mean, if you fail to register, it's a 5 years or a $5,000 fine. So yeah, so they're told at the time of sentencing that you'll have to register under the Violent Offender or Mary Rippey Act.
A law passed in 2004 for law enforcement to keep track of violent felons, something Myers avoided.
And it's public record. Anybody can go into a local law enforcement, sheriff's office and say, I want to see your violent registration.
And Myers will be sentenced for the probation violations on January 20th. A judge will decide his sentence. Amanda.
Okay, Jen, and another accused biker gang member goes to trial next week. Shane Overby is charged with 6 felony crimes, including accessory to murder stemming from that biker shootout.
Oklahoma City police identify an 18-year-old shot and killed the day before Thanksgiving. Police say they found Jaden Manning dead in front of a home near the Broadway Extension and Hefner in northeast OKC. Officers believe that Manning was meeting with 2 people before he was shot. Police say they have arrested Javion Jackson. Also, they announced today a 17-year-old has been arrested in connection with this murder.
From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, David Payne.
Well, how about that? The coldest morning so far this fall / going into our winter season. Hard to believe winter is just officially a couple of weeks away. We're looking good. Blanchard, man, the tree is lit. It looks great. And we're doing good, but tomorrow cloud cover rolls in, cold front, next one arrives, and here we go. All right, Lynx 1 this morning officially down to 18 at Will Rogers, and then today up to that 50. So it was cold early on. Look at all the teens on the map. 16 this morning in El Reno, 16 up in Enid. Yikes. 19 in Stillwater, 19 down in Purcell. And the rest of Oklahoma this morning, more teens than 20s. That's for sure. It was cold all the way down to Ardmore, all the way down to Altus. Look at Mangum, down to 12. There you go. Now we're cold. All right, today, 50 in Oklahoma City. It took all day to get there. We were there for about 10 minutes. 40s today in eastern Oklahoma. All right. 40s on the map now, even a 38 in Piedmont, 38 in Kingfisher, already getting chilly. Upper 30s, low 40s. We have a south breeze blowing to the north. 2 things to watch. This storm, this is our next storm right here, coming through and right over Salt Lake City. You can see the lift going on. That's headed directly towards Oklahoma, and that will combine with Canadian / Arctic air that'll be spilling south. So we're going to have another chance for a little ice, some sleet, and a little snow. Might give us some travel problems. When are we talking about? When does it arrive? How about highs in the 60s? 9-day forecast coming up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David. December is National Impaired Driving Prevention Month, and AAA is putting out this reminder. AAA says roughly every 85 seconds, someone is killed or injured in a drunk driving crash. They're encouraging everyone this holiday season to plan a safe ride home if you are going to drink alcohol. Oklahoma City families can now apply to all city public charter schools using one free application. Fuel OKC, a nonprofit organization, says it's committed to increasing access to high-quality public education options here in OKC. It says families used to have to navigate a different application and deadline for every school, but now families can find the one application for all schools for next school year to enroll at enrollokc.org. Enrollokc.org. You see that there at the lower portion of your screen. Priority applications are due by February 13th. All public charter schools are tuition free.
And when it comes to your kids' education, News 9 is making it a year-long commitment to cover what is happening in Oklahoma schools in 2026. We've already begun with a 30-minute long special identifying the biggest challenges, also looking at solutions that are working in other states. Scan this QR code on your screen to watch. Educate Oklahoma. And let's talk about this. We'd like to recognize our Student of the Week. Lexi Torres, our Student of the Week. She's a senior at Lexington High School. The person who nominated her says she's a 4.0 student, also an athlete, three-sport athlete, playing softball, basketball, also runs track. Nominate your own remarkable student by visiting news9.com/student. And new tonight, News 9 here at 10 o'clock, we are digging into how the state tracks the progress of Oklahoma schools, the areas of concern for metro districts, tonight right here at 10.
Today, of course, is Giving Tuesday. It's a day when people are encouraged to give back. The Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign has been raising funds for families in need for more than 130 years. You'll find them outside stores in the metro this holiday season.
Last year we raised $100 million through the Kettle campaign. We serve throughout the year over 28 million people, and so it's just a means that we can then make a difference in communities across this country through that campaign.
The Salvation Army of Central Oklahoma says all donations made during the Red Kettle campaign stay here and support our neighbors in need. We have information on how you can volunteer to be one of those bell ringers with the Salvation Army on our website, news9.com.
Still ahead, the Oklahoma City Thunder close out their two-game West Coast road trip tonight against the Golden State Warriors. We're going to check in with Thunder reporter Steve McGehee with a preview in just a little bit.
Plus, how a new bill written by one of Oklahoma's U.S. senators, which was just signed into law, is supposed to help the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Suicide takes the lives of about 50,000 Americans every year, and many of them are veterans.
Legislation to strengthen a key tool in preventing suicides was signed into law yesterday. Our Washington Bureau Chief Alex Cameron spoke with the bill's sponsor, Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin, about it today.
988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, has received more than 16 million contacts since its launch in July 2022. That's about 1,400 per day. There was one day, though, when it received 0 contacts, not because suddenly no one was struggling, but because the system was hacked.
And it was offline for 24 hours. That should never happen.
Senator Markwayne Mullin says being able to speak to a trained crisis counselor is critical for anyone contemplating suicide, but especially, he says, for the veteran who's taken the step of picking up the phone.
That's hard. That's hard to admit that you need help.
The Lifeline system itself, Mullin says, also needs help. He says its cybersecurity measures, perhaps understandably, are not what they could be.
Who would think that someone's going to target that hotline? So the security measures we have for most of our call centers, like even say 911, they have a lot more cybersecurity.
That will now change. Under the legislation, there must now be coordination between Lifeline executives and Health and Human Services Chief Information Security Officer to prevent cyber attacks and eliminate known vulnerabilities. Lifeline's administrator must report any incidents within 24 hours, and the General Accounting Office will evaluate ongoing risks to the system. Still, Mullin acknowledges this won't fix everything.
We still have issues with the phone being answered every time it rings, right? This should never go to voicemail.
Recent studies show the Lifeline's answer rate is now about 90%, and that more than 10% of callers say talking to someone at the Lifeline kept them from harming or killing themselves. Mullin says it's not perfect,
but I will say every life you save matters, because every one of these are veterans that have been struggling.
In our Washington Bureau, I'm Oklahoma's own Alex Cameron.
And with that, a reminder, help is available 24/7, 365 days a year by calling 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, for anyone facing mental health struggles.
Taking a live look now from our Lucky Star Skycam network. Beautiful scene here in Chickasha. A chilly evening is underway across the state. David, is the timing, though, when we could see a good shot of winter weather. Talking ice, sleet, possible snow. What the data is saying right now, that's coming up.
Plus, the Thunder set to host the Phoenix Suns in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. How much tickets cost to attend the game? Tickets are on sale for the Oklahoma City Thunder NBA Cup quarterfinals game against the Phoenix Suns at the Paycom Center.
You'll know it's a cup game when you see the fancy court.
Yes,
That's
they
when you
change
know.
it up.
That's when you know it's happening. So that is next Wednesday night, December 10th at 6:30. And at last check, tickets for the game start at $36 on Ticketmaster. The winner moves on to the semifinals of the NBA Cup. That's taking place, of course, in Las Vegas. So those final four go to Vegas. The Thunder finish a two-game road trip tonight against the Golden State Warriors. OKC is looking for its 21st win of the season, its 13th straight victory. They're 21 right now. Tip-off is at 10 o'clock. It's a late one. Our Thunder reporter Steve McGehee will join us live from the Chase Center in just a little bit, coming up in sports with a preview of the game.
They're just doing amazing. You know, words really do matter, and the top social scientist and meteorologist shares with us how we humans react to the words we say during weather warnings, especially tornado warnings. It'll happen in our next weather podcast coming out this Thursday. Things we've learned from get below ground and seeing mass evacuations. Take a listen.
You don't have to be below ground. You just have to have walls between you and the outside. When people don't know that, I think you start to see things like we've started to see evacuation happen here ahead of tornadoes.
You can watch Beyond the Forecast this Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock on our News 9 Weather YouTube channel.
And it's amazing to hear about the research that goes in after the storm that she conducts just to kind of figure out when people took action, why they did what they did after the fact.
I've been looking at some of her research papers for a long time. I mean, there's a group of people that, and she's part of it, that just an incredible job. Like most people that are killed in a mobile home, it's not from an EF 3, 4, or 5, it's from an EF 1 or EF 2.
Because they think maybe it's just...
I'm fine,
not
but
a
it
big
just
deal.
doesn't take very much to flip a mobile home.
Yeah.
So majority of those fatalities are from a weak tornado, you know, so just so many interesting things. And they go in and do a hardcore study about large tornadoes. Less than 1% of everybody that ever gets hit is killed.
Okay.
And that goes for all the big tornadoes. Go back to 2011, Tuscaloosa, May 3rd, Joplin. I mean, May 24th, 2011, May 10th, 2010, Oklahoma. I mean, it's incredible. And the data doesn't lie. We live in a world of data. If you have the numbers, support how many people the tornado moved over, what they were doing, you know, why did these few lose their lives? Well, there are reasons. And usually it's because they weren't, you know, in a safe spot or possibly taking a nap or something like that. Anyway, it's great research, and we'll talk more about that with her.
That helps.
As we drop it on Thursday.
Helps meteorologists all across the country.
Yeah, she's great. She's one of the best, seriously. All right, let's take a look. First of all, great shot of downtown. We're clear. It was a cold morning. It's been a chilly afternoon. Made it up to a 50 in Oklahoma City. Okay, I'll take it. 50 degrees. And here we are. We're down to a 41. We have a south breeze right now, giving us a wind chill of 35 degrees. So if you have any evening plans, you're going to need to bundle up, no doubt about it. South wind here, still at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. All right, 44 in Guthrie, 44 in Norman, 39 in El Reno, 39 in Kingfisher, and we'll do a 44 down in Pink. It's a south wind blowing to the north. Temperatures, again, lots of dry air, so we're dropping here on those temperatures. Upper 30s, low 40s, and wind chills right now, in the 30s. So dress for that this evening. All right, so here it comes. Storm system there, headed for Oklahoma, and that's our cold front. Cold front comes in first, storm system comes in second, and that storm system is about 1,000 miles away, coming through right over Salt Lake City right now, just east of Salt Lake. There it is. That's kind of the center of it. No, it's right over the city, and it's sliding south and east. It'll come in tomorrow night. At the same time, the cold air will already be in place, and this is Canadian air. This is Arctic air. We're not going to get this cold, no, but we're going to tap into some of this, and it all arrives beginning tomorrow afternoon. Now look at noon tomorrow. Cloudy, northwestern Oklahoma. Watch the clouds quickly advance behind the cold front coming into the metro. About noon, cloud cover really thickens up tomorrow afternoon in Oklahoma City. We become cloudy, and there is some snow tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening in our panhandle. And then that main storm that's over Utah comes out tomorrow night and into your Thursday morning with now this model, this computer model saying that everything is primarily in southern Oklahoma. We miss out in Oklahoma City. That could still happen, but some of the data is a little farther north, giving us some light ice, some light sleet, some light snow. Overall, not a major winter storm, but it could be enough of a problem to give us, again, travel problems into your Wednesday night and into your Thursday morning. We got to watch those bridges and overpasses again, and Weather team's ready. Trackers are ready for Thursday morning. So we're fired up. All right, lows tonight, 20s. Okay, cold night, low 30s down south. There's your cold front tonight moving into the west. Comes into the metro just after noontime tomorrow, noon to 1. Slides through. North winds will pick up tomorrow afternoon's temperatures, 40s, 50s in southern Oklahoma. And then here we go. Tomorrow evening, some light snow, some flurries in the panhandle. And then tomorrow night, notice, I'm not going 100% chance. I'm going a 40% chance right now, 60 to 70% chance in the southwest. As this storm moves east tomorrow night and Thursday morning, it's going to be weakening and kind of running out of gas. We'll do a 40% chance for some light snow, some light sleet. There might be some light ice in Oklahoma City, but still enough to, again, give us maybe a few slick spots from central into western Oklahoma. Could see a half an inch of snow in the west. That could change, certainly probably will. And we'll say a trace or less in the metro and slick spots. We'll have to watch the bridges and overpasses. This is not locked in, all right? But we're planning, we're preparing for the possibility of, again, some travel issues starting out for your Thursday morning. And again, that will include Oklahoma City. Look at highs Thursday, 30 in Oklahoma City. The clouds and that, again, Canadian Arctic air keeping temperatures down. 45 on Friday, 52 Saturday, cooler, colder Sunday. And look at next week. Nope, you're not seeing things. 61 for a high by next Wednesday. Carl, back to you.
David, thanks. The latest college football playoff rankings are dropping right now, where the Sooners landed. Next.
I don't believe you. Ah! Oh my gosh. Earbuds and live shots do not go hand in hand. You just touch it and it disconnects. Keeps wanting to fall out. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I got disconnected again because I touched the earbud. This is what it looks like 4 hours before your game.
Chris, what's happened with the switch? What'd you say?
Alabama jumped. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Alabama jumped to Notre Dame, so now they're 9. Texas moved up.
Driven by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, this is News 9 Sports with Chris Williams.
All right, the latest playoff rankings are out. The Sooners didn't budge. Still number 8 in the rankings. That is great. They are looking comfortable. Notre Dame slid down a spot to 10. Alabama replaces the Irish at 9. So as of right now, it would be OU-Alabama round 2 in Norman, round 1 of the playoffs. The other change, A&M drops to 7 after losing to Texas, and Texas Tech moves up to number 4. By the way, the Cowboys will formally introduce new head coach Eric Morris on Monday. Hello and welcome to the Riverwind Casino Sports Desk. Oklahoma City and San Francisco for a late game tonight. No Lou Dort, no Alex Caruso, no Ihart for the Thunder, no Steph Curry for Golden State. Our Stephen Geehee joins us live from the Bay. Steve, another shorthanded night for the Thunder.
This is the way it's been for the Thunder this season, and really last year as well. One guy would go out, another guy comes in, that guy would come back in, the other guy goes out, and it's just kind of role reversal. But this is the third game for Jalen Williams coming off that wrist surgery in the offseason. I asked him after shoot-around this morning if the comeback has been difficult, easy, or somewhere in the middle.
I think offensively it's been a little tough. Just trying to I haven't had too many actual reps with my right hand. It's like a whole process regarding that, so I'm getting them out here. But I think my wind and just how long I'm able to play was really good. I was shocked at how in shape I was, so I haven't really been tired in these 2 games. But other than that, my rhythm and stuff will come back, but I think defensively I've been pretty good.
I'm told game time will be around 10:10 your time back in Oklahoma. The monthly awards are out. Mark Daignault is the Western Conference Coach of the Month for October and November. Cason Wallace, the Defensive Player of the Month in the Western Conference. Back to you, Chris.
All right, thank you, Steve. And former Cowboy Cade Cunningham is the Eastern Conference Player of the Month. Cunningham led the Pistons to a 16-4 record in November. He averaged almost 29 points per game, along with over 9 assists and 6 rebounds per game, and he is just getting better. The OU men are in action at Wake Forest right now. Game tied 13-13. Toby Rowland is there. We'll see him tonight at 10. And then the OSU men host Sam Houston State at 7. John Holcomb's there. We'll get him tonight at 10. We are mobilizing the sports department today.
Trying to figure out where you're going with the college football playoff too. It's kind of wild.
I don't think I want Alabama coming back.
I don't want to read.
They're going to be angry. So a lot's going to change. A
lot can change for sure.
More
Yeah.
to come.
Right.
Thanks so much for watching.
See you here at 10.
What do you think we're in it?